needed there was some skimpy pink lingerie and to lay on our backs doing like scissor things whilst playing the guitar. And we could have literally been right there.
Scissoring?
Did you know? It was a bit saucy.
Saucy is that's how you get the audience, man.
Speaking of saucy.
Yeah, please like and subscribe because we're almost at 1 million now. I think we got like 20,000 left or something. Please, come on.
I thought that speaking of saucy was going to be the cue for we've got an
epic deal.
Yes, that's also saucy, but I think us getting to 1 million is even.
I agree, that is saucy.
That is very saucy.
Well, it wouldn't be a year, it wouldn't be a day that ends in a Y if we didn't have an awesome PRS deal for you.
No.
SE guitars from Paul Reed Smith. There are 4 models on the special deal. They are in a brand new colour for 2025. So obviously I'm excited about the fact that we've managed to get a deal on such a current colour.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I've seen them on the website as 2025 models.
They're beautiful. They are beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, so it's 2025 model. Colour is called Charcoal Cherry Burst. It was, I believe, in 24 or 23, the most popular American colour that they had. So it's on SE now.
This is the one Rob Chapman bought, wasn't it? In this colour.
Yes.
Do you remember?
You're right, absolutely. So 4 models.
4 models.
The trusty Custom 24. Like the original Paul Reed Smith guitar that still outsells every other model all year. It's amazing. Great guitar.
I know it's great, but it's weird to me. But that's, sorry.
Custom 24 with a Floyd Rose on it. And these are something like 25% off normal price. I'll go into this in a minute. But the Daddy-O Dealio is the 2408.
Yeah.
If the quilt top is your bag, and Pete will demonstrate shortly, but beautiful quilt top, binding,
beautiful quilt top, ebony board,
matching headstock. That, ladies and gentlemen, you can take 40%. That's only half price, right? If your maths is as bad as mine.
That is 40%.
It's 40% off. So this guitar has come down from a list price of over £1,100 now to £679.
Look, matching headstocks, binding on the neck, binding on the body. Revealed binding. Anyway.
This is essentially the same guitar, 2408 now, but with a rosewood board, a no binding, and a flame top, also $679.
A little bit less blingy.
You can have a custom 24 for $649, so if you'd just rather have this spec. And the Floyd is going to be the dearest of them all, but still massively less than its list price at $799. All with a beautiful gig bag. Really, I guess the 2 guitars to take you through in terms of spec is 2408, because the quilt versus the flame top is not going to change the sound. You could argue that perhaps the rosewood fretboard might.
I would argue that.
But basically the pickups and the spec of these 2 guitars the important spec are the same. Trem system's the same, wiring's the same, etc. So would you mind, Mr. Pete, taking us through what a 2408 does?
So a 2408 has got the TCI pickups. These are the S version of them, which means it's kind of the same that is on the Paul's guitar. So you got a switch for each pickup where you can split the pickup. And I think the thought behind that is the Paul made these pickups was that they were better splitting pickups.
Yes.
I think that's the thought behind it.
Because I can split these, but this is, for some reason, sort of like this kind of conventional humbucker split.
Yeah.
The single coil is always a bit weaker than a normal single coil.
And I also prefer this so you can get combinations of, say, a full humbucker on the neck and then the split on the back or the other way around. And they're super nice to do that.
So I think that's, so the 2408, kind of the point of it is a bit of a breakthrough guitar in that it's a humbucker that genuinely does have a sort of a good
split
sound.
Split
So
sound,
listen.
You know what? Let's start in the humbucker position, which is downwards dog. I'm gonna split that. Ooh. I can't do it.
You know what those chords need, don't you, Pete? More reverb.
More reverb, I know. I've been watching lots of scary movies over the weekend, and I don't know, I'm hearing this guy. Then it goes to this one.
Oh, it's tense. Who was the director for Twin Peaks? They sound like his chords.
Oh, yes, it's a bit of Twin Peaks thing.
It's that
exactly,
kind of vibe.
That's that kind of thing. And they have split the neck. And then I can split the bridge. And I can split them both. And then I can go to the neck, to the bridge. Quite hard, isn't it? And I can split that. I don't need to put more reverb on. Sounds good.
I think it sounds great.
It
and
does sound
what
good.
about a little bit more gain?
Yeah,
Not
so
necessarily I mean, the thing with this kind of PRS double cut thing, you can think of guitar players from literally John McLaughlin through to Mark Tremonti. You know, they really are versatile guitars, but with a bit of extra gain on it, can you get
just that's just a bit of gain from the day. Middle. Mid one. That solo thing in the beginning was just like ability layer
a bit
stuff.
of Top Gun there.
Very.
So look, right. Before we move on to the next one, let's just spin these two guitars together, because if you're into the 2408 and you want to pay £679 for one of these guitars, this is your choice. You're going this colour or this colour, this neck or this neck.
This
Those are
headstock.
your choices. Yeah. So on the back, I think they look much the same, don't they? Yes, they're identical. So that's
Identical
the 2408. Custom 24. So you can have the PRS trem system on here, which is the same one on the two 2408s, or you can do the Floyd Rose. Didn't you say the Floyd one has the slightly flatter fretboard
Yeah, so that's
as well?
got a 14-inch fretboard, ebony fretboard.
And these are 12, are they?
These
12
are
inch?
10.
10.
So that's much flatter.
Yeah, that's shredtastic.
That's 10.
right. Okay.
I don't know about the frets actually on here. They must be just normal. No, Paul likes.
They're not. I know. I'm pretty sure we're not in stainless steel territory at this.
Paul
but
is not a fan of it.
Flat fretboard, Floyd Rose. You know if that's going to be more your kind of bag. That's more the sort of probably the virtuoso-y kind of speed picker kind of guitar to go. This is just super, super classic. So if I just have, maybe I just have a little bit of extra reverb just because. And I've got 6 sounds on here as opposed to the 8 on there. So essentially it's 1, both together, 2, 3, and then pull this out, and I've got the same again, but in split modes. So those are my modes. Let's have a little listen. We're going to start on the neck pickup here in humbucker mode. I'm using a clean amplifier, but on that sort of edge of breakup. So if I pick softly, like it's clean, but if I can get like a hair by just digging in a bit here. That was the neck pickup, both together. So you'll notice a little bit brighter as we get towards the bridge. Steal some chords from Alex Hutchins. Chords themselves,
people steal a lot from him, don't they?
Yeah, he doesn't own the chords, but he did write that melody. The bridge pickup. Now, of course, we didn't even mention on the 2408, you have tone controls as well. Nobody uses tone controls, but they're there.
Yes,
and volume controls. So if you want to take a little bit of that bite off. That's no distortion pedals. If I put my trusty Dane on here. I didn't coil tap first, did I? Let's coil tap first. So here we go, neck. And I think, again, if you listen to that 2408, it's slightly fuller on the single coil mode. The classic thing with a tap on a, with a humbucker where you split it, it goes a little bit thin and brittle sound.
But people like John and Rabia lost that sound.
I agree. And you put extra reverb on and then it... Middle position, minus the reverb. Back position. I think I would predominantly leave this in its humbucker mode. I might use that middle position with it pulled out for just a sort of a... That sounds nice. Yeah, put a bit of gain on.
Gain!
Gain from a Dane. Or, if you really want, you could go much higher gain. And again, you can take the tone off and maybe you go... I don't know.
Like Santana.
Look, yeah, that's why I think these guitars have been so popular over the years, so enduring. It's because it's so popular.
And endearing.
Enduring and endearing.
Yeah. And like and subscribing.
And
liking and subscribing.
So look, there's limited quantities, of course, of these. This is not a never-ending deal. This is, we went to the PRS warehouse and we said, we take a this and we take a that, because obviously it's
in Italian.
And then that's it. And we cleaned them out of this color across all 4 models, and I really, really like it. And I think it's a killer deal.
Absolutely.
So yes, what would you do?
Never-ending.
I bet you'd have the Floyd one, wouldn't you? Because you don't really have any guitars with Floyds.
No, but maybe I have one soon.
Really? What are you getting?
I'm not telling you because you have to wait to see the video.
Oh, cool. Well,
so I don't really know. I don't have something like this. I've got the Paul's guitar, which is like that. So I thought, I'll probably go for something like one of those two. Sorry, with that one, maybe. Floyd Rose, maybe.
Bizarrely, I do have a 2408.
Yeah.
So sorry, not a 2408.
No,
sorry, I do have a 24 custom 24. So I probably would go for the 2408 or the Floyd one.
Never-ending epic deal.
Right, shall we?
Yeah, I've got a good idea, but I'll come up with that now. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Love you loads, and go and buy one of these guitars. Links below. Goodbye.